Okay, my friends, we are going into an electric universe. I understand electricity. I understand how to create it. And I think we can use shock absorbers to create electric assist. What is electric assist? Every time the shock absorber bounces you down the road, the harder the bounce, the more impact it's going to have. The more impact it's going to have, the more electrons you're going to drive out, because they're nothing more than a plunger. A plunger that goes in like this into an electric field. It opposes it, and the harder it opposes it, the more electricity goes out. Simple as that. Very, very simple. Right now, you use the exact same device as a solenoid. A solenoid means you attach this to an arm that you want to pull that arm in every now and then. You shoot electricity into the solenoid. The energy field pulls that in, snaps the lever, and whatever happens, happens. Now that's what a solenoid normally does. You put electricity in, it pulls that plunger in. You push the plunger in, it sends electricity out. Identical to what happens in an electric motor, a DC motor. If I turn this by hand, it will generate electricity. If I put electricity in, it will make the motor run. Everybody knows you make a motor run by putting electricity in. Well, what will happen if I spin it by hand? I'm going to get the exact same thing coming back out. You see? You see the voltage coming and going as I spin it? Of course, I can't spin it hard enough to make much of an action, but if I go down to 2 volts, it goes way up. Now, you see the minus coming up? And I'm going in this direction, it's creating negative flow. If I go the other direction, you won't see the minus because I'm pushing electrons in the other direction. Instead of pushing them out this way, I'm pushing them out this way. Don't forget, if I go this way, you see a negative, you see it? If I go this way, no negative. See, no negative. I'm getting electricity, but it's going back through the other wire. If I go this way, I get the negative. Capiche? Alright, so there it is right there. There's your shock absorber. You bolt it up here to the car. You bolt it down here to the wheel. The wheel goes up and down like it just does a normal shock absorber. That's exactly what it does. And this, though, when it pushes up here, it forces electricity out. So every time it goes up and down, it's forcing electricity in and out. It's as simple as that. Because when it comes back down, it also is forcing electricity. You put a bridge rectifier in there, which means when it goes up, it forces electricity out, and when it comes down, it forces electricity the other direction, but through the bridge rectifier, they both end up going out, instead of one coming in and one going out. Believe me, I understand this. You need a full wave bridge rectifier put on there, and it would take both directions, up and down. Alright, it doesn't get any simpler than this. This is virtually an AC source. It goes up, it goes down, up and down, up and down. Pushes it this way, pushes them this way. Well, if the electrons are going this way, they can't go through this. They can only go out this way. They can't come back this way. They have to come back around, go around and come up this way. And exactly the same with this one. If it comes up, it can only go this way. It can't go back this way. And it comes back around this way. So you continue the same DC, positive and negative. See, that's the positive, and that's what negative, 0 volts. Now that's the load. All right, so whatever the battery was, or the motor, or whatever, you add assistance from the shock absorbers going up and down. As simple as that. Very, 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 very simple. And I think it would be, the worse the road, the better you are off. Alright, you saw the solenoid, you saw the shock absorbers. Here's another thing that's extremely simple. This is a muon, and that is the electron neutrino. Between the two of them, this one creates showers and this one does nothing. I show you exactly that, and here's how we get that. We take a red laser pulse, it shows up a particle accelerating. The particle explodes here at the venturi and separates into, well, here it shows as a photon in this configuration. Then it becomes an electron, then it separates, and the separation happens here. Total whiteness, The black goes around, reattaches later. I believe it's dark matter. What I just showed you is this right here, electron showers, and I'll show you the muons in a moment. This is how we got there. Pulse red laser, accelerated red laser, the particle pulling away into the Venturi. This is the particle, back-to-back electrons. Electron is not only an explosive, highly energetic particle, it has a piece of dark matter. See the black ball? That is dark matter. I'm almost 100% certain of it now. It goes away, and you'll see it go all the way around and then come back later. These are the electron showers. I believe we can harvest these. They show up right here in no man's land. Let's take a look at that. Alright, my contention is this is what the particle coming in. We saw it just before it hit the Venturi. Now we're seeing these little black balls that were originally attached to the white balls. Well, just prior to that, they start to split into, they break apart, and they just start to break apart, and they break more and more apart until they completely break apart, where everything breaks apart. So you got your black balls, they don't want to be in with these here. Stay away from the white ones. They come down and associate down here. I say that's dark matter and dark energy. It does nothing but attract to the white ones. It's gravity and dark matter. That's my contention. And I believe in this region right here, we have a separation of energies. This is nothing but electron showers, and the black balls seem to be everywhere. They can just come back as they want. And I believe that that's what CERN and the rest of them are saying now, that there is more of the black balls. They're just floating around. Extra, it could be 85% of the whole universe is nothing more than these black balls. And that I could agree with that very easily, because that is gravity. Roger, R-O-G-E-R, at mudfossils, with an S.com.